What's a good word, everybody? Jump rope to freedom. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be doing a 1.5 year review of the Buddy Lee Aero Speed. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get into this. I've been using this rope since May of 2020. It was actually May 20th, 2020, so it's been about a 1.5 years, and there's a lot to like about this rope. The first thing I like about this rope is, and I had alluded to this in my initial review of this rope, is that this rope is a great cross between a freestyle rope and a short handled jump rope. So you get the best of both worlds with this rope. You have the 5mm PVC cord, but you also have the shorter handles, which makes it a little bit easier if you are interested in fitness jumping and you're not interested in doing complicated freestyle tricks like you see Buddy Lee doing with the Rope Master, which is the long handle freestyle rope. After a 1.5 years of using this rope, I still like these handles. They do have the patented Buddy Lee swivel bearing, which has worked well. I haven't had to replace it. I've been using it about once a week, once every 2 weeks for the past 1.5 years. Have not had to replace the swivel bearings. It is well made. These handles are robust. There's a lot of weight to them, which is good if you are a beginner and you're looking to just get into jump rope. I do like how well made these handles are. You can tell right when you pick them up that these handles are heavy duty and that you're going to be able to use them for a long time. They're not gonna snap in half or break on you. They are heavy duty handles. After using this rope for a 1.5 years, there are some things that I've discovered about the rope that I don't necessarily like and that I would change. First thing is these neoprene handles here. They get super sweaty in the summertime. When I first started using this rope last summer, in the summer of 2020, when I lived in Virginia, I was working out in the garage and it was getting hot out there. It was one of the hottest summers I've ever experienced in Virginia because I grew up, spent part of my childhood in Virginia. It was so hot there, and still one of the handles that I have still has felt the effects of it. This one is more sturdy. This one you can see has a bit more of a sponge-like effect to it. Now Buddy Lee does sell neoprene replacement handles on his website, but they don't do well if you live in a hot environment and you tend to sweat a lot, which is what happened to me. I was in a hot environment and I was sweating profusely during the workouts that I was doing with this rope in my garage. If you don't like the sponge-like feel that is going to occur if you sweat a lot, if you have a lot of sweat coming into the handle, because you can't necessarily use this rope without the neoprene handles because it's not going to be all that comfortable, then be prepared to purchase neoprene handles quite often. Another thing you can do is you can go work out in an air-conditioned gym, but back in the summer of 2020, the gyms were not open because of COVID-19, or else I would have been working out with this rope at the local gym, but it was shut down, as every other gym was shut down. So these neoprene handles, I think they could improve. They could probably be made out of a little bit better material, but you can buy replacements for fairly cheap on Buddy Lee's website. So not a huge deal, but something that I definitely noticed after a 1.5 years of using this rope. Another thing that I noticed over the past 1.5 years of using this rope is that the cord is light compared to how heavy the handles are. And a lot of times it's easy to lose control of the rope when there's such a weight disparity. Now I would compare it to the Rope Master. The Rope Master, the handles are much lighter than the Aero Speed, so it doesn't make much of a difference because the cord is still light, but the handles are light. These handles are much heavier than the Rope Master because the Rope Master's handles are made of plastic. These are not plastic handles. These are much heavier. Sometimes it can get difficult using this jump rope, especially if you have a lot of jump ropes like I do and you're using several that have more of a weight match and don't have as much of a weight disparity between the cord and the handles. One thing you can do to counteract the disparity between the vinyl cord and the heavier Aerospeed handles is you can buy the Green Hornet cable, which I believe is about 20 USD. You can buy that, and I think that cable is heavier. Some people have asked me on this channel if I'm ever going to do a review on the Green Hornet cable, and I haven't gotten around to purchasing one. I tried to in the past, and they were out of stock on Amazon, and I never got back around to trying to purchase it because I'm reviewing so many jump ropes on this channel that it's hard to keep up with doing more reviews and adding more into the queue, and I'm constantly getting requests to review more jump ropes. So it just kind of fell on the back burner, but it's something that I plan to do in the future. I think that if you get the Green Hornet cable, then you're going to find that it weighs much more than the vinyl cord here, and that there's more of a match in weight between the Aerospeed handles and the Green Hornet cable. I gave this rope a 5 out of 5 for quality when I did my review back in June of 2020, and my review of the quality of this rope still hasn't changed. Even though there's a bit of a weight disparity between the cord and the handles, I do think that this is a well-made rope and that it's reasonably priced for what you get. So quality stays at a 5 out of 5 jumps even after a year and a half of using this rope. I have not had to replace the cord. This is the same cord that I got when I ordered it from Amazon, and these are the same handles, same swivel bearing. So I stick with my 5 out of 5 metric for quality for the Buddy Lee Aerospeed. Back in May 2020 when I bought this rope went for $39.95 US on Amazon plus tax. I didn't pay any shipping because I was a Prime member back then, and I still am a Prime member, so I do a lot of shopping on Amazon to take advantage of that Prime membership. The price has not changed on Buddy Lee's website, and it has not changed on Amazon. It's still $39.95. You may be able to get it cheaper in other places. I haven't found where you can get it cheaper than Buddy Lee's website or Amazon. I still believe that $39.95 for this rope is a good value because of how versatile it is and because of how well it's made and how the parts stand up well over time. So I'm going to keep my 5 out of 5 rating for price to value. Just a quick interlude to ask for your support. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. I would really appreciate it. Please hit the like button. That would help as well. Both are completely free. And if you do want to support the channel financially, you can check out the myriad of ways to support the channel in the video description below. Thank you so much. All right, let's get back to the video. Ease of use. I gave this rope a 4 out of 5 for ease of use back when I did my first review in June of 2020, and I'm going to keep that as well. Buddy Lee's ropes are more difficult to set up than most other jump ropes. If you compare the Rope Master and the Aerospeed to the Elite SRS, Pro Freestyle, or Fit Plus, or one of the Punk ropes that you can get from Punk Rope's website, his ropes are more difficult to set up because with the Rope Master you have to boil the cord, or he recommends to boil the cord, and with this one and with the Rope Master as well, you have to find a way to screw the cord into the swivel bearing right here. If you watch my first review of the Aerospeed and you watch my review of the Rope Master, you'll see that that can be a difficult process. There have been times where I've spent 5 to 10 minutes trying to get this screwed in, and even longer on the Rope Master where I actually had to get someone to help me out. But still, this one I found to be a little bit easier to set up than the Rope Master, so I gave it a 4 out of 5. It's definitely not a 5 out of 5. You can't get this rope and just start jumping with it as soon as you open the box. You do have to take some setup time. You have to cut it down to size. This can be really tricky. Some people can get it right away, can screw this. Some people can screw this in right away. Some people can't. I've never been able to, but some people can get it. I think it's just about how good your motor skills are, and if you can get lucky in getting the screw piece into the swivel bearing right away. So 4 out of 5 jumps after a year and a half of using this rope. I still think versatility is an area where the Aero speed does shine. As you can see, I've got some clips in this video of the boxer Andrew Tabiti, who uses this rope quite often. Andrew Tabiti is a light heavyweight boxer, and there are several videos on his Instagram page and on Buddy Lee's Instagram page of him utilizing this rope. So it is a good rope for boxers, and boxers will normally use a jump rope for side swings, double unders, and some crosses every now and then, depending on who the boxer is. If it's someone who is a little bit more skilled, like Brian Valoria, they're going to be using the rope for all sorts of different tricks. But Andrew Tabiti is showcasing the traditional skill set of what most boxers can do with a jump rope. But you can also do a lot of freestyle type tricks with this jump rope, not as much as the Rope Master, but you can still do a fair amount, as you can see in some of the B-roll clips that I have in this video of me using this jump rope, both right when I first got it and a couple weeks ago when I took some footage out in my garage. So I still give this rope a 5 out of 5 for versatility. I think it really shines in being a good combination of a fitness jump rope, a boxer type jump rope, and a freestyle jump rope that you can do a fair amount of complicated tricks with. So 5 out of 5 for versatility. Performance is still a 5 out of 5 for the Aero speed. I'm gonna go back to the footage that I have of me using the rope and the footage of Andrew Tabiti using this rope, and you can see that if you do know how to use this rope and you do have some basic jump rope skills, the performance and what you can get out of this rope is second to none. And I think that it performs very well, especially if you have some basic foundational jump rope skills. Even if you don't have a good foundation and you're just getting started, I think that you'll find that this rope performs fairly well for you. There is that weight disparity between the vinyl cord and the handles, but I don't think that that gets in the way of the performance, and I don't see a need to downgrade the performance any less than a 5 out of 5 jump. So I'm sticking with a 5 out of 5 for performance for the Buddy Lee Aero Speed. Just a couple of considerations with this jump rope. Like everything else in the economy right now, especially in the United States, I would expect the price of this jump rope to increase. I'm actually surprised that the jump rope hasn't increased in price yet, because we're experiencing a lot of inflation issues in the United States and stuff is getting more and more expensive. So I would expect, I've seen other jump ropes become more expensive, well-known jump ropes on the market, and I don't blame the proprietors of those jump rope companies for increasing their prices. A couple other points to bring up is that I haven't seen too many videos online of Buddy Lee using the Aero Speed, and that doesn't make it a bad rope. It just makes it a rope that I don't think that he would use, because it doesn't necessarily fit his jumping profile. If you look at the videos of Andrew Tabiti jumping, he's not doing the same things that Buddy Lee is doing. He's more focused on fitness, double unders, and basic boxer type skills, and Buddy Lee is doing much more advanced freestyle very quickly, so he's going to be using the Rope Master more often. Whenever I met Buddy Lee, he never used the Aero Speed. I don't even think he brought one with him. He used the Rope Master pretty much the entire time that I met him, and I was doing one of his workshops for about 3 hours. It was intense, and he used the Rope Master the entire time, and the people that were in the workshop with me used the Rope Master the entire time. So this jump rope is going to be more for fitness, for boxer type skills, double unders, things of that nature, you can turn this rope fairly quickly, but it is nearly impossible to get the same type of freestyle results and turn it as quickly as the rope master. So if you are looking for a rope that you can turn quickly and do the same type of freestyle moves that Buddy Lee does, then you definitely want to use the rope master. If you're looking to do more types of things like what Andrew Tabiti is doing in the B-roll footage that I have of him, then you want to get the Aero speed. So the ropes are similar in some ways, but they are different in a lot of ways. The rope master is more for freestyle and quick movements. The Aero speed is good for quick movements, but it's not as versatile in regard to freestyle as the rope master is. Thanks a lot for tuning into this review. I hope that you found it valuable, and I hope that you found it helpful in being able to make decisions on which jump rope is best for you to be able to achieve your health and fitness goals. If you have the Buddy Lee Aero Speed, let me know about your experiences in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Till next time, stay safe, stay healthy, jump rope to freedom. Peace. Thanks a lot for your support as always. Take care.